In 1930, Henry Ford said that, "It is well good that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning." This does not imply that the concept of banking is bad. Banks do offer us extremely helpful services, and are now crucial components of our lives. Everyone wants to keep their cash where it is secure and safe. You also don't keep money under your mattress, nor hide it in your backyard. The truth is that banks often profit financially at the expense of the unwary public. There are many ways that the banks may profit off you, regardless of which side of the argument you support. Whether you take out a loan, spend your money, or save it, there are many ways that they can do so. The unfortunate aspect is that you were unaware that you were being milked. This is one of the reasons why bank stocks have become a favorite among investors, as because banks have many different sources of income. In this video I will explain some truths about money the banks don't want you to know. The 6 truths about money. 1. Banks earn from your card transactions. First, banks gain money through processing fees every time you use your credit card or debit card to make a transaction. However, since you were only billed for the item you actually purchased, you may not be aware of this. But the merchant pays the fees. Because he wouldn't want to lose money, the merchant may have additionally added these costs to the sales price. Consider it from this angle. Assume for a moment that you spent $1,000 on an item, and you used your card to pay for it. If the merchant is charged a 3% fee on each credit or debit card transaction, the bank will receive a staggering $30. Do you believe that the merchant will be happy to have the $30 deducted from his profit, as the bank receives this money simply for providing the machines and the convenience for payment? You're the one who will pay this cost. Second, the bank benefits greatly from the use of your credit card. If you don't pay off credit card loans, this will eventually work against you. You might be headed into a financially challenging situation. I'm not saying that the concept of a credit card is undesirable in and of itself. For the majority of us, the credit card is a convenient utility that has integrated itself into our daily lives. However, caution should be exercised to avoid debt accumulation, which is a risky situation. Make sure you settle your debts in full each month. 2. Inflation loss. You lose money on a yearly basis. Although you've probably heard that banks are the finest places to store your money, no one has ever told you that doing so results in a yearly loss of money. This has nothing to do with the charges you incur for your purchases or someone taking your money. It is related to inflation. Inflation is the gradual rise in the cost of goods and services. What it means is that an item you could purchase today with a $50 bill would cost significantly more in 10 years. Every investor wants to keep up with inflation, but most bank accounts do not always do this. Inflation in the US currently stands around 2% on average. If your savings account earns 0.05, you could be losing up to 1.95 on the value of your savings per year. I'm not referring to the funds you put into various financial platforms in order to get returns. Instead, I'm referring to the money that is sitting in your bank or savings account. 3. Your money used for running banks. You may have a large amount of money in the bank, yet all that exists there are just numbers and electronic records. This is due to the fact that banks use your money to conduct business. They lend it to you in the form of mortgages, business loans, and auto loans. Although your money appears to be with the bank, it is actually being used to generate additional revenue for the institution. In 2008, when there was a depression, people panicked and raced to the banks to withdraw money, but the banks couldn't afford to pay them all. In the event of a crisis when everyone rushes for their money, the physical currency won't be there. This results from a practice known as fractional reserve banking. Using loans and mortgages, your bank is able to distribute your funds to those in need thanks to this program. Does this imply that banks are unsafe places for your money to be kept? Nope. If you have money in the bank, you can shut your eyes and go to sleep knowing that it is insured and that the government is ready to intervene if something goes wrong. Just be aware that depositing money at a bank is not the same as putting it in a box that is always accessible. Your funds are actively making money. Not for you this time, but for your bank. You can access your money whenever you want as an individual. But if everyone wants their money at once, no one gets it. 4. Giving loans that you do not need. Bankers are not your friends. You probably used to think of them as your friends since they call you frequently, remember your name, and openly demonstrate their love and adoration for you. On your birthdays and anniversaries, they remember and honor you. You're now hooked. The truth is that these people are just acting out a screenplay that they have practiced, waiting for the appropriate opportunity to offer bank loans. Take loan from banks when you need it, not when you are getting offered up front. 5. Foreign transaction fees. Foreign transaction fees, which your financial institution won't disclose to you, are another method that most banks profit from consumers when they travel abroad and make purchases. You will incur additional fees if you use your credit or debit card to make purchases. Some time ago, a friend went on a trip and spent 30 days abroad. When he returned, he was surprised to see extra costs for foreign transaction fees on his bank statement. Most banks won't tell you about any of this. So you could ditch them and pursue other money opportunities if you knew. Some credit card programs offer coverage in some nations outside the country. In this instance, using their services in such nations will result in no additional fees for your transactions. My acquaintance, however, was not a part of any such scheme and was unaware of this. 6. Unknown charges. Always check your accounts. Don't neglect your bank account because it's vital to your daily existence. Check it frequently because there can be hidden charges on your record that you were unaware of. Be quick to notify your bank whenever you see a charge that is not yours. By law, your bank has 48 hours to deposit the money back into your account if you file a report within a 90-day term. Your bank may try to postpone the transaction or try to get out of it if they find out, and they don't want you to know that. But you are legally protected, so you may stand by your position. They have to give you credit for the money you paid them. I hope you learned something new. If you liked this video content, firstly, give this video a like for content. Share with friends. Subscribe to the channel to learn more about money.